Anyways, let's go to this clip by one of the guys I have so much respect for. This dude, he's really brilliant, and he is the one guy who I think really he is one of the Jews who really gets it. Right. And this is a guy who is
very smart.
Yeah, he's a smart guy. He also gets it that a lot of the Jews are not really Jews.
Right.
He's the only one. He's one of the few Jews who will say that in public, that he knows that a lot of the Jews are not real Jews.
See, that was like the conversation that people saying like, we don't like the Jews and whatnot. I said, no. You don't like the fake Jews, which is most of them. They're mostly fake Jews, but the real Jews we like.
Right. And this guy's one of the, I don't know if he's the only real Jew, but like one of the top real Jews. And here he is making an excellent point about how, the idea that people can poo-poo making some money off of some products, but it's okay to make money off of your labor.
Look at this guy's
the fact is that striking in a time of pandemic, not because of bad worker pay, but because you just want more money. I'm sorry. Everyone else lost their job. Everyone else lost their damn job. Okay, like, if I were Amazon and I had the capacity, I'd fire everybody who strikes right now, and I'd bring in workers who are willing to work. I would, because it's unconscionable. The reason I say it's unconscionable is not only are you depriving people of the supply lines that are keeping the country running right now, not only that, but Amazon offered you additional benefits already. This is not your striking because Amazon's forcing you to go to work. On March 31st, today, Whole Foods employees are going to call in sick to demand paid leave for all workers who stay home or self-quarantine during the crisis. Free coronavirus testing for all employees. Hazard pay. Here's the big one. Hazard pay of double the current hourly wage for employees who show up to work during the pandemic. You want your pay doubled just for showing up to work while everyone else in the country is out of work? I'm sorry. No. Okay. And by the way, the actual thing that Whole Foods has done, Whole Foods, buried in this article from Vice, has increased hourly pay for its workers already by $2 an hour in the midst of all this. They've offered to provide 2 weeks of paid sick leave to workers who test positive for COVID-19 and said it would not penalize workers for calling out sick. So already saying we're not going to penalize you, we're not going to fire you if you call out sick, but you need to go get a test because we don't just want people staying home without getting a test, which is perfectly reasonable because you need the supply chains working. A Whole Foods worker in Chicago, organizer of the sick out, who wished to remain anonymous because they feared retaliation. They should be fired outright. The most obvious demand we have is for an increase in hazard pay. We're asking for double pay. Double pay. Since we first announced the intent to do a sick out, Whole Foods announced a temporary raise of $2 an hour, which isn't enough. Okay, I'm sorry. What happens if all the cops call out sick because they want double pay? What happens if all of the medical professionals call out sick because they want double pay? You want to talk? It's funny. Everybody is happy to talk about people in the speculative market buying up coronavirus masks and then trying to sell them for $1,000 on eBay. This is the same damn thing. You're asking for double pay in the midst of a pandemic because you know that those employees are necessary in order to make sure that the old people get their food.
I like the way he says damn and his little like papella bounces because like he's very upset about this. And
he should be. Yeah. All right. These workers, you want to get paid when you're sick? Excuse me? That just because you think that like, oh, because I go to a supermarket where I'm actually dealing with everybody who comes in and all these people who could give me it, if I get sick, then you got to get paid? Well, no, I say you have bad luck. You should have had a job where you weren't around all these other people. A, B, okay? You want free tests? Oh, I got news for you. There's no such thing as a free test. Okay. No, somebody's got to pay for it. Somebody's going to pay for it. Who's supposed to pay for it? Oh, the business owner that you're working for? That doesn't make any sense.
But meanwhile, that same owner can't price gouge. So then they got to give everything free, but they also can't make money. And meanwhile, look, this is the land of opportunity. Okay. I think you want to work at a grocery store. That's great. But you could have started a business. You could have founded Whole Foods. Maybe if you want to test, you create Amazon instead of working as a grocer.
And this is the other thing that is just unbelievable. All right. This is how ungrateful these workers are. They are being offered Are you ready for this? Let's say you work a 9-hour shift, okay? Because in a pandemic, you really should be working 9 to 10 hours. That is nearly $18 to $20 extra a day. Think about that. If you work 5 days, you're making almost an extra $100. And all you got to do is not get that illness that can put you into a hospital, into ICU.
Hey, look at me. Look at me. I've got Purell on my hands. Even a friggin' bagger could figure that out. And listen, the other thing is, then it's hundreds of dollars times like 1,000, whatnot, whatever, lots of money. And at the same time, Amazon can't raise its prices on, diapers and whatnot, straight out from the bottom line. And these people want more. They're parasites.
Listen to this, okay?
They're just like fake Jews.
Listen to how unbelievable ingrateful these people are. Workers told Vice they received voicemails from Whole Foods informing them that their coworkers had fallen sick days after the store learned about positive cases, leading workers to express concerns that Whole Foods isn't acting quickly enough to protect employees who might have been exposed. Oh, so now it's like we want you to inform us when other people are sick. And then it's like, oh, we want you to inform us as soon as you know. It's because I can't wait. I need the information right away. But here's the problem. If they know the information right away, they may not come in because they're afraid of getting it. So how could they tell them? What do they want? Jeff Bezos to call them privately? Like, oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm in the middle of a multi-billion-dollar business. Like I'm having a hard enough time tracking how much I've lost in the stock market, because I've probably lost hundreds of millions of dollars, if not $1 billion in the stock market, because I have billions upon billions of dollars. So there's a lot more for me to lose. But I've got to take time out because I got to call Joe Schmo, who works at the Whole Foods and outside of Chicago, and tell him that his buddy Brian has coronavirus, who works with him at the store. Hold on, everybody, because we got nothing better for me to do. So I'm just going to call him right now.
I'm trying to get a rocket to the moon, but oh yeah, you have corona. And by the way, when was your boss your babysitter? You want to know if people at your store got corona? You got to call around yourself, and don't use this as an opportunity to try to destroy Jeff Bezos. I mean, it's disgusting.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. You whine because people are just, slightly upcharging on the N95 masks, charging $10, $15, $20 per mask. And then you're whining because you want double pay for working in a pandemic. Oh my God, it's disgusting. You know what? It's just like, give me, take with him.
That's all they want.
Meanwhile,